Hey there, everybody. Glad to have you back here again for our next episode in our Nazca game that we have going on. Today, we're going to be looking at turn 38, 39, and 40. So I hope you do enjoy. Here we have a cast of condors by the god. Uh, Other than that, we have, let me move my keyboard. There we go. A couple of battles. There were two leaderless units in a hostile province there. Unfortunate. So here's the Moloch from Nabal. We've looked at this a couple of times already. Just a quick look at seeing what he has. I'm pretty sure he will still have the same items, which he does. This is what we're looking at here. Fire 3, Blood 5, Moloch. And Jin still raiding us, of course. We've talked about them. Sacrificed one of our Incas here. Not really sacrificed, but sent him in there willingly. Just to die so we could have a Sapaya summoner. Raids from Nabah, Vanheim. I think that might have been actual troops. I'm not entirely sure. Agartha hitting us. Vanheim hitting Pangea, which is strange. I don't remember what happened here. I think what happened was we don't see the Pangea battle. I think Pangea attacked a province from I think Pangea took this province either from Tianchi or Marignan, and then with Vanheim moving in, was able to take them out. Eternal Suffering, so this is a level 3 throne, if I'm not mistaken. Suffering, yes, says level 3. And, I mean, that was 10 white centaurs there. I guess they were not, unless that's the prophet, they were not getting blessed, interestingly enough. So that's kind of a waste there for Pangea, I feel for sure. It's the kit on the Vanguard that took them all out. Very interesting. It looks like maybe he just possibly was trying his best to grab something from them as we were fighting. But yeah, not should have definitely have been blessing your white centaurs. That probably would have gone a lot differently. So next we see a battle here with End and Agarthan. We'll watch it. Now I'm pretty sure this is on that fort again. The End is sieging. Lots and lots of soldier priests, of course. A pretty decent amount of mega spec here and sages. They even have some flesh hunters. Some reavers. Interesting. Lots of holy threes. So you have some blood slaves in there. There's a bitch mother right there. So blood 3. Lots and lots of holy threes, actually. And let's go ahead and pause and just see what's going on over here on the Gothru side. We have a lot of the magma children, of course. Very, very nice summon form. Not sure what they were casting there. Flame Ward, I doubt it was on them. Maybe Strength? No. He is in Heat 3, so that is giving them plus 3 Strength there because they have Firepower of 1. Interesting. Also giving them extra attack skill. Pretty good for those Magma Warriors there. Not blessed yet. Ooh, too bad you didn't have more Holy Ones blessing. Just got a couple there, but they should all be on blessing. Not really a whole lot of mage support on the Agarthan side. But we will see how it goes. A bunch of heavy infantry, some swordsmen, some knights. I wonder if that is mercenary groups. Probably. I see those macemen there. They're probably mercenaries. They do have fire resistance 10. So they're going to eat up these magma children really, really quickly. Yeah, everything has fire resistance. It's probably on their bless, I guess. Fire resistance plus 5. And I guess they got buff for the extra plus 5 on that. So yeah, with the magic weapons, those magma children are going to fall apart. Not really blessing a lot of your shard guard. A lot of the ones over here on this side are not blessed. These back here are kind of blessed. they're going to be the ones doing any kind of damage here in this battle. Like I said, the Magma Children are just not holding up against the fire-resistant soldiers here. Now, the Shark Guard should be hitting hard, but ooh, they're going around the back. That's not good. Yeah, they just hit so hard. They are broken here at this point, though, so they are routing. So it looks like End is going to take this battle here. Shark Guard did put in a pretty good fight, though, even being without being blessed much. Where was that battle right there? So pretty heavy losses from Gartha at this point. I feel like if they would have actually brought mages, I mean, he only brought 3 Golem Crafters. I mean, that's not shit at this point. But, I mean, look, 9, 10, 11, those are priests. He brought 6 H3s. I mean, you're looking at like 15 mages here, let alone the priest on top of that casting spells, versus a lot less and more troop-oriented force. And of course, the later the game goes, the more you're going to have to lean off of troops and more onto the mages. So I feel like if Agartha had mages in this battle, he probably would have won. Those Shard Guard, almost being able to go toe-to-toe with those soldier priests for sure. Yeah. Oh well. Let's keep watching or keep looking at battles here. Nabal rating Vanheim, Marignan rating me, Vanheim rating Agartha, Vanheim rating Marignan, Vanheim rating Marignan. And this is a pretty big force here, 22 Vans, 48 Einheirs, and then 8, 9, about 11 mages here. So pretty big force from Vanheim. Definitely a storming force here that he's able to storm forts with. I'll just have to siege the forts down for him, and he'd be able to take it from there. And here's just really good. Very, very killy units you have there. Van's putting in the work too. Now we see one of our armies here raiding Nabah here. It's only 19 condors, not a whole lot. They do have 4 priests though, so that's going to be a lot of Horde of Skeletons. 92 slaves. Here we have a priest that died when we tried to capture that last Iryu fortress. If you remember, we had the Demon Knights on top of this fortress. The Sun Guard took care of them perfectly with their ×3 damage weapons against demons and undead. And then we just kind of figured he didn't have a whole lot left, so we just stormed his fort there with 4 priests, some Sun Guard, and an Inca. So, of course, the Sun Guard are about to get blessed by the Divine Blessing. Oh, and that's where we lost one right there. The first salvo of slings coming in already killed 1 priest. How unfortunate. The other one was at 4 HP. Got limp. Maybe we should have either put these guys farther back and put the Sun Guard farther forward or something along those lines. Oh yeah, we took care of that pretty easily. So we have that other fortress there. Found some gems. One of our scouts were found by a pretty... just a bunch of satyrs. Not much to be said about this army. So Iryu has been vanquished. We've taken them out. We also had... There's the Royal Malqui in the priest that came back. So what we have going on here? So we're sending condors up to 82. We're sending around 40 or 50 well, yes, more like 50 condors up to 82 as well. Here we're seeing around 20 more condors. Also moving, no, they're moving to 77 instead. So we're hitting 82 and 77 pretty hard this turn. All of the priests and the Inca are also moving up to 82. So we're kind of just pulling everything out of this area right here. And like I said, we're going to take Iryu out. Vanheim's going to keep Marignan under control. and we're going to move up to start taking these Garthan forts. I believe there's one at 87, one at 82, and then his capital at 113. We also need to be looking at taking 85. We're moving out again, just raiding out as many provinces as we can on this border here we have with him. He did move kind of a larger force there. Sentinels, Magma Children, Defenders of the Hall, Golem Crafter on the 76. Not worried. Still have, I mean, if we needed to get something together, I mean, we'd still have 2 turns. We need to take 79 back from the Ba. Where was that force? Yeah, so that kind of decently sized first line here is on Vans is sitting on Marignan itself at this point. We see kind of a decent sized force from Marignan at 46. The only thing we've really seen from him yet at this point. But we are moving in all of our Runa here to siege down Marignan fairly quickly and yet let Vanheim take it there. A lot of shrimp soldiers, of course, they're aquatic, so we don't have to worry about them attacking us anywhere. So we do have 2 Sapaya summoners here at this moment. And they do have their headdresses on, which give them an extra Sapaya, I believe. So it takes it up to 3 Sapayas per Royal Malqui. So that's not bad. Summoning 3 more casts of Condors, using up all of our air gems that we have to give us, that's going to be a pretty decent amount. We're probably going to be looking at 30 to 40 more Condors there in the capital. 6 Sapayas a turn at the moment. Still going around site searching with a lot of these mages here. But yeah, I think we're just using, just Runa. If we lose them, we lose them, no big deal. We're still making so many here every turn. Like we have another 65, 96, another 96 moving out, and that was made here last turn. So it's pretty decent. I'm making 96 a turn. I guess on average, I don't know. But yeah, things are looking good. That's really all we have going on here at this moment. Our research is up to 1300, hitting Evocation 6 next turn. That will give us things like Wrathful Skies, could we cast Wrath of God? Maybe. Wailing Winds is a pretty big deal here, so that's going to be great to have in battles. Then we're head to 7 after that. We should be able to put up things like Firestorm. What else? We could do Rain of Stones. We could do Wind of Death. That's a lot of good magic there for us for sure. After that, we'll head to Conjuration 4 and 5. Just to really have air elementals at that point. Not really going to be seeing us casting the Sapaya spell for 10 Death Gems. I don't think we cast that at all. Then working on Thaumaturgy 2. What do we want Thaumaturgy 2 for? 4. Returning? Sleep maybe? Not sure. Then we're going to head down to Enchantment 7 and 8. Let's check what we have there. Mass Flight. Don't necessarily need it. All of our guys have flying anyway. Serpent's Blessing is pretty good. And then Mass Regen there at 8. Also Thunderfend, Firefend, Frostfend. All those resistance spells are really, really great. So that's what we have going on here on turn 38. So let's go and check over on turn 39, look through the battles. Don't need to talk about research or goals at that point because we just looked at it. So this looks like a global has gone up. Found a Garden of Frozen Flowers. It's 1 water. Let's see what global. So, and from the looks of it, End has put up Riches from Beneath. So the Bandar End team does have Mother Oak and Riches under their control now, and Ashdod has Eternal Power. So, yeah, lots of they're probably making a lot of money over here with Riches and everything up. So that is kind of worrisome. So here we have one of our raids with Nabah, just 1 PD they put down. So it looks like they are kind of running out of money or just kind of anticipating that we are going to continuously raid them. So it's going to put a lot of our Runa at a lot less of a danger point anymore because 1 PD is pretty easy. It's when they are having like 6, 10, 15. It was making it really hard for my Runa to take them. Here we have Runa and Priest fighting Knights. They did a really good job. It looks like we probably had them on hold and wait, and then the Skeletons came in first. The Knights met the Skeletons, then the Runa jumped around them, I assume. Yep. Okay, so the Runa jumped on the back. Well, I had the Knights kind of taken care of there. Oh yeah, very nice, very nice. Only lost 3 slaves there. So 2 Vanyarls took a province from TNG. One of our forces, of course, killing 1 PD, no big deal. Small amount of TNG forces, maybe assuming that we only put 1 PD down ourselves. But where was that at? I think I put 13 because we saw that there was troops in the area, and and there's just so much unrest, so we could lower the unrest down, make a little bit more money from the province, and just stop those tiny little raids that were going around. That's more than likely the reason why there. So 1 PD. Here we see the large Nabab force here. 2 Malekiths at this point, and then 60 Jangar. That is going to be pretty painful to try to take care of there because there's just so many sacreds. They all have glamour. They have decent stats. 16, 14, really good. That's without whatever bless they have. They're going to be casting blessing, yeah. Shock, fire, invulnerability. Oof. Combat caster, farcaster. And invulnerability is not that big of a deal. I mean, if it's the Runa and stuff that gets to them first, it's okay. Well, it's not okay. They're not. They're gonna have lots and lots of trouble. They're gonna kill lots and lots of slaves. And we don't have magic weapons on our bless, if I'm not mistaken, because yeah, we don't have magic weapons on our bless. So the Condors won't have magic weapons. The only thing that's going to really be able to take out those Janguard are going to be the Sun Guard or the Sapayas, and we just don't have a lot of Sapayas here at the moment. And we're actually sending out one of our Royal Malqui to go with an army, so going to have even less Sapaya production until we get some more Incas going, which we'll have another one next turn. We have 4 sitting at home. I think he's going with them over there. So we have 2 of our Runa groups hitting 85. We have another one hitting 84. I just assume that Agartha is going to move out, probably hit one of these, take one of these provinces back. We have our groups that moved to 77 and 82. They're both moving on their forts. They're in front of them. The Runa at 75 are also going to move over to 92 to help siege that down. 87 should be a 1-turn crack, I think. Well, it's got 535. Depends on how much is inside, I guess. I don't remember how much that fortification has, so it has 500. So there's a chance it might take 2 turns. But actually, it looks like we did move. No, we're just moving a priest over. The rest of the troops are moving in 92. So maybe I should have saw that and said, okay, let's put these guys over here, 32 more, send them over to ensure it was going to be a 1-turn crack. We know nothing's going to move from the capital here to 93 just with all these knights here, so we're going to be able to easily take 87 pretty quickly. Any other battles here? Ooh, here we see a large TNG force taking one of our Vanyarls out. Only killing 2 red guards, 7 footmen, and 2 Imperial horsemen. We do see the Raven of the Underworld that they have. Let's see how much HP has. 363. Oh yeah, that's a lot of HP. Very nice, very nice. So, that's what we have to look forward to killing here. A small group of TNG raiding Vanheim, us hitting Gartha with our large Condor force. Vanyarl's taking out some paladins. A Celestial Master killing a Vanyarl. Okay, we'll watch. Oh, goodness, it had a nice kit on him, too. Just mind burn him out? Damn. Yeah, that's what it was, just mind burn. MR medical resistance of 16. I mean, it's not terrible. Damn. Yep, that's it. Okie dokie. It happens, I suppose. Van Hurst taking out, whew, yawning. Decent amount of PD from Marignan. Other than that, we had a few events, but things are looking good. So it looks like our unrest is too high there in 30, but it's back down, so we'll be fine. So we took back 20 there. We lost it to goodness, an event, but we have it back. We need to move back out because that is a well of pestilence there. Um, we are getting 11 death gems a turn, 10 nature gems, 8 astral, 4 earth, 8 water, 12 air, and 3 fire. So it's not too bad. Definitely wish we had so much more fire. We're so fire poor in this game, even though we've searched everywhere for fire too. It's just very, very difficult to come by, I suppose. We do see Zabalba being sieged here by Simiana. We see that Pangea has been doing pretty good, taking a lot of Ulm stuff. Still outside his capital, not sieging it down yet though. We might have to see Pangea come back and deal with Simiana on that cap there. Other than that, we're still seeing in sieging down 129. Finally broke the fort, so we'll see him storm it next turn. Other than that, Vanheim has lost a lot of his territory over here. It's been raided from him. It's kind of going back and forth with him, and I'm pretty sure that's a Vanyarl there. Probably one right there too. There's a Moloch there. But he's really been trying to just kind of keep Marignan down, kill him really quickly, then he'll move up to Tianchi while I'm taking out Agartha, and then I'll move over to Nabah. So I'm basically fighting two people, be it Nabah and Agartha. And well, I guess, yeah, Nabah and Agartha, because this was Nabah's land, which I have raided Marignan some, and he's holding off Marignan and Tianchi at the moment while I'm helping him siege down some forts. So, that was turn 39, so let's go check out turn 40. Of course, we finished up our Orcs and Goblins game. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Lots and lots of battles here. So we have a magic phase attack with a Vanyarl he cloud trapezed in to take care of what was in there, which was just a paladin with some gear on him, which he does the job fairly well. Another group of Vans and a few Einhirs taking out that small group of Geomancers. I mean, 4 Geomancers, I mean, it's nothing to laugh about, man. It's 4 turns of a fort, so them taking that out is pretty nice. Us raiding that fort where that throne is on Agartha, taking that out pretty easily, only losing 6. We see Zabalva taking some provinces. He needs to go back and protect his capital. Jin's still raiding around. We are trying to either run magic phase on them or trying to figure out where they're just going to go next to jump on them there, or wait for them with some Vans to take them out. Nabal with some Camel Riders. Camel Riders are so good. I love Camel Riders taking out a province from Vanheim. That Moloch hitting us. We have, did we lose anything? We lost 5 Condors here to trash, really, so that's very unfortunate. So here we see this was the battle with all those Janguard, those 60 Janguard. They were sitting on top of Vanheim's fort there that he took from them a while ago. I mean, this is probably Nabah's what Nabah has left here at this point, other than what he's been raiding with. A natural storm is up by the Vendrot over here. Lots of elementals being cast. Yeah. Smokeless Flame being cast. So good with Storm Up. 20 defense skill, 20 attack, 19 strength. Oof. Ooh, the Vanguard are running at this point. Interesting. So we see two Jane Emirs losing here. Two of the three Malachites, which are two-turn mages out of the cap only, so and they're 500 gold apiece. Very, very expensive there to lose. And then 45 Vanguard at 40 gold apiece. Very, very expensive. He lost those as well. To win that, I don't know what he necessarily would have needed there. I mean, I feel like Vanheim did bring more of a wonder if they brought more money too. I think Vanheim might have brought more money and troops because these are 65 apiece, where the Vanguard are 40 apiece. The Einheirs are 25 apiece. They all have glamour. Those are 7 apiece. I know that Vanheim spent more gems in this battle, so that could have played a factor in it for sure. What are we looking at? Right there. So here we see a Yakshana or Yakshini trying to thug province of Ard. Not sure where this province is, but Gartha has some big ass armies though. 22 defense skill is not going to get the job done here. Not with the nature and earth casters in there. So, what? Only 15 shard arts. Not really a lot of sacreds. Has a lot of chaff, magma children at this point he's made. Oracle of Ancient, some golem crafters. Lots of PD. Now, where was this at? Where was he? Okay, so this is here at 128, and we do see the end did take this fort here. We will watch that battle as well. Losing another Inca there, of course, to get another Royal Malqui to start more Sapayas. Losing a Vanguard, though, very unfortunate. But it does happen. I mean, you can't expect them to tank everything. So Gartha hitting us. Only 4 shard guards, so nothing really there to worry about. But there are some Jade Sorcerers, or there is a Jade Sorceress, so Foul Vapors could be kind of painful if that's what they put up. Losing 18 slaves there. Not bad. Pangea, that's on. So Pangea is on Alm's capital at this moment. Losing 8 slaves here. Surprised we didn't have them all rout. And then, of course, them taking out the rest of what was inside that fort. So only losing 6 soldier priests. So still a pretty formidable army here with End. We had Vine Ogres attack us. Oh, not a whole lot else. Okay, so let's look. So Agartha needs to bring both of his forces here at 121, so he doesn't lose, because they'll probably move from 129 to 121. Just bring as much as he can to fight with, I guess. Kind of go all in on 121, put PD down too. And if N loses, you can go and take 129 back and raid from there, and you'll be holding him off just fine. He'll probably even want some peace deal after that. We did not break down either one of those forts this turn. So unfortunate. Critical. So, critical and severely damaged. So it was so damn close. I should have moved a few more guys over. That's my fault. We do need to go take back 47, because that is 2 Astral Pearls a turn. We need to get some more supply items over here on this Runa factory. Where are you guys going? So you're going to pick up more troops. You're going over there. You're going back home to hit 47. We're leaving anything on the fort? Yes, we are leaving one slave on the fort. Now we're moving with a kind of substantial force, 48 condors. Not a whole lot of chaff. Does need some more chaff. But we do have things like Strength of Giants. Not sure we're doing at Fire Gem. That's going to be a Wailing Winds caster. Rest are Horde of Skeletons. So 2 Strength of Giants there. They're removing the slaves from 85 to 78 to have them as a backup. From there, if we kill the Bullock, we can easily take 85. That'd be great. And lots of gems there. So just 3 gems, and then Blessed Troops get +1 strength, which isn't bad. We wouldn't mind having that at all. So going to continue to raid. We're going to hit 98 next. Probably going to have a little bit more than 1 PD, probably 6 or 10, because we haven't raided that far, I don't think yet. So we found out that if the flag is over, it's still Vanheim, so it's not mine. He's still in charge of the siege, so what he has to do is move his troops off and then move them back on, so I take control of the siege, or I just have the most there. I don't know, most quality. I don't know how that quite works. So I can take control, and all of my siege power, siege strength, will count towards it instead of just his alone. So I thought that was kind of interesting. It's too bad it does not count both. It would make sense if it counted both in the Disciples game, of course, but that's just not the way it is. What else? What else? Building a lab there in 49. Things are going well. Not a whole lot else to speak about here on this turn 40. But yeah, things are looking good. It seems to be a Fog Warriors caster. Yep, we are going to be casting Fog Warriors, a Communion Master and the Power Spheres, and the Fog Warriors. You have to keep in mind, though, that these innate spellcasters, they can lead a Communion, but this is very taxing on your slaves, who will receive twice the normal amount of fatigue. So be ready to lose your slaves, okay? In which this case here, our slaves are going to be the priest, and if we do lose the priest, they're going to be mummified, and then they're going to turn into the Malachite priest. So we'll still get use out of them. They're still going to be researchers. They're still going to be able to do stuff. They're still going to be reanimators. How's their price look? They're going to be a little bit more expensive, and then we could use them as communion slaves again if we needed to. So it's like getting 2 uses out of them. We could twice more on them, but then you're twice moring a size 3, 15. It just seems like a lot to go through. So yeah, that's turn 40, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.